Tiny. And I'm going to give you my top 10, and I'm going to jump back in the chat. And I just want to tell you what you think, okay?
All right, bet.
Kobe.
Number
Dr.
one?
J,
Number one?
Kobe number one.
Okay.
And I know that's going to be a little emotional. Just let me have it.
Okay.
But Kobe, Dr. J, Magic, Mike, Pippen, Wilt, Duncan, Drew Holiday, Leonard, and Jimmy Butler.
I like the beginning of your top 10. Hold on. So we go. Hold on. Look. I got time. Hold on. I love Kobe at number one. I love it. Even though I disagree, I think it's Mike, but I love Kobe at number one. I love being at number one, man. I mean, if you watch somebody play, man, if it wasn't for Mike, Bing would be the best player I ever seen play, man. He's the second best player I ever seen play. So anywhere, when you got Kobe high, you already won my heart, right? So Kobe at number one. Okay, cool. We got it. Dr. J, I love it because everybody forget about Dr. J. I love it at number two. I didn't hear you say Kareem though. So you went Kobe, you went Dr. J, and I did. Who was your third? She said nice list. Greg Anderson, what's up? You the last call on this topic. What's good?
Man, what's good, man? Hey, look, man, I want to show love to that last caller, but that top 10 list got me triggered. Bro, Drew Holiday, he's not even the best holiday on the calendar. I take President's Day, I take Martin Luther King, I take Pulaski Day. He's not even the best holiday. And Jimmy Butler is not even the best Butler, bro. I'll take dudes from Fresh Prince. What's his name? Jeffrey? He a better Butler. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. He got me triggered with that one, bro. I'm sorry.
All of that started a lot of controversy. Stephen A. Smith, he spoke about Scottie Pippen on his show. I don't know if he spoke about it on First Take. And Gil's Arena spoke about some of the stuff that came out of this conversation on the Gil's Arena podcast today. And I caught wind of that, and I want to play something for you. And this was a really good conversation because Pippen picked himself over LeBron James. And Gil is a LeBron guy, so they wanted to have that conversation. McCants, Kenyon Martin, who else was there? Of course, Josiah was there to host. I don't know if Brandon Jennings was there on this one. But I know for a fact, Rashad McCants, Gil, Josiah, and Kenyon, they was there discussing if Pippen has a point about, picking himself over LeBron. And they had a hypothetical out there and said, look, man, I think Gil said, if we did a draft, like this delusion that Scottie would say this, because if we did a draft of all the greats of all time with 30 teams, he said Scottie Pippen wouldn't go first round. Now, if you just think about the fact that Scottie Pippen was selected to the top 50 of all time team, it's obvious he'll at the very worst go second round because it's 60. It's 2 rounds of 30 teams picking. So second round, if he's a top 50 player of all time, he's got to go in the second round. So he's not falling past the second. But the question is he a top 30 of all time? Within the 50, is he top 30? Would you pick him at 30th or above? And a lot of dudes on Gil's Arena said, yeah. Listen to how they talked about it.
If you're saying he said for number one, right? So it's like, I don't like the debate when they have a number one option versus
he was not number one in Portland.
Yeah. That's just like Clay putting himself against a number one option.
Now, Gil, I don't know if this is an original thought of his because this is an original thought of mine. I give the nod to the number one options when we're comparing players. So if you had a career being a number two like John Stockton, but a player was a number one like J. Kidd, and like J. Kidd as a number one took the Nets to the finals once or twice, and to the Eastern Conference Finals probably 4 times in a row. That's J. Kidd as a number 1. So, and J. Kidd is number 2 in steals, number 2 in assists, and Stockton is number 1 in steals, number 1 in assists. But Stockton was a number 2. Malone was the number 1. What would a team with Stockton been the best player would have been like? Because we've seen what it was like with J. Kidd. So when you compare those dudes, I take in consideration that Kidd was a number 1 who did heavy lifting, and Stockton was in a support role while Karl Malone did the heavy lifting. So that's not telling me which player is better. That's telling me which player had the harder task to overcome. And if you have the harder task and accomplish more or very close to it, because as far as accomplishments, J. Kidd, like I said, led a team to the finals, led a team to 3 or 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals. Can't say that for John Stockton as a number 1. We can say Malone did it as a number 1, went to 2 straight finals. Can't say Stockton did it as a number 2. All right, so that counts. And then J. Kidd is right under him in assists and steals, and that's Stockton's claim to fame. Even though Stockton is way ahead of everybody in assists, right? So that's just how I look at it. And I said it a lot of times on my podcast. I don't know if Gil watched, but evidently we got the same thought process.
You can't do that. Number 1 option has different responsibilities.
Well, I mean, if you look at Scottie Pippen, and the reason why he's saying he don't know is because he feels he does the same things that LeBron does at that size.
No, you don't do the same thing as LeBron do. You do number 2 stuff. you don't do what LeBron does. You do number 2. You are second.
What's the difference between?
Well, he's looking at.
What's the difference between the two?
One gets
both of them are point forwards.
Yeah, one's a point forward from option 2. One's a point forward from option 1.
So let's take away from the options. I'm talking about as far as attributes and comparisons of player.
Joe,
they're the same type of guy.
No, they're the same. No, they're the same type. It's a difference between a starting point guard and a backup point guard. They're both
fact.
point guards, but they have different roles.
But as the viewpoint perspective of a Scottie Pippen talking about this, thinking, well, me and LeBron, we play the same position. If whatever GM pick him, they could get a good pick at me second because I could do the same things he could do. That's how he look. He's like, I don't know what you would do, but if you want to win,
95.
Yeah, let me give it to you.
But I want. And I know he's saying it from the standpoint of the options, but that's his argument is that from his point, he's looking at
the
it
real
like
question is, okay, if there's 30 teams, right, and everybody got a number 1 pick, are you going first round?
Right. Are you going to go? Yeah.
Are you going to go in the first round to 1? No.
Who? Scottie?
Scottie.
You don't think so?
No, because it's going to be all option 1s first.
His option. No.
He will be the first pick.
BJ picked him. BJ picked him in the draft.
No, I'm saying attributes. Scottie, like just if you line them up, attributes.
All the stars.
Scottie in there.
Attributes.
Yeah.
Line them up. Oh, he's going first round.
No, you won't.
Long arms.
Athletic guard.
That means
30 people get the pick.
30 people get to pick one star. They got to pick a star player first.
Out of what era are we talking about?
No, just line them up.
Just period. So you got 30. So basically, we all get a pick in our round, right?
Yeah.
So all of us got to go for a player.
Scottie's going.
Scottie is not. He's a glorified second option.
But it don't matter.
See, Gil is stuck on the fact that Scottie was a second option in his career, but this is a hypothetical where we're saying what we know of these players, not how their career turned out, or what circumstances they found themselves in. Because if you find yourself on the team with the GOAT, you're going to be the number 2 option. Even if Shaq found himself on the team with the GOAT, he probably was going to be the number 2 option. It was the GOAT. Like how you gonna be the number 1 option if playing with the GOAT? It just don't happen like that, right? So Pippen found himself in a circumstance where he was playing with the GOAT. Okay, you're number 2. But that don't mean that we can't look and see what your talent is or what your skill level is and how I can use you. You could be a number 1 for my squad if I draft you. I mean, hell, Paul George was a number 1 for Indiana and did quite well before his injury, right? Russell Westbrook was a number 1 with OKC. I'm not going to say they did quite well. CP3 was a number 1 with New Orleans, right? Pippen was a number 1 with the Bulls when Jordan left. Like, just because he was a number 2 don't mean you knock him in this hypothetical draft. Am I picking I mean, if you really just think about it, the players that we seen play, I'm not gonna go all the way back to Havlicek and Jerry West and all those because I haven't seen them play. I hear about them. I can look at their stats. I know how much they won. I know how much they scored. I seen some highlights, but that's different from witnessing someone's entire career. But for all the people I have witnessed, I mean, besides Dr. J, Larry Bird at small forward, I think those are the obvious guys that at small forward that I would take over Pippen. I wouldn't take Worthy over Pippen. I like Pippen's game a lot better than Worthy. I think he was a little more polished than Worthy. I like Pippen. I like his defense. I like his long arms. I like his athleticism. I like his touch with his jump shot and 3-point shot. I like the way he used the backboard from the baseline like Tim Duncan. I like the way he passed and dribbled the ball as a point forward. Like Scottie Pippen was phenomenal. Now, so the guys that are right before him and during his time, I will put Bird, Dr. J over him. The guys after him, LeBron, KD, Kawhi. It's tough with Kawhi. I'm taking Scottie over Kawhi though, but that's a tough one. Scottie over KD, very hard. Maybe I take KD. Scottie over LeBron, I'm taking Scottie. So it's possible that he could get drafted first round. Like it's not, I mean, you got a lot of centers. Right, you probably got like 6 centers you'll take over Scottie to start your team. Probably Shaq, definitely Hakeem, maybe Wilt as well. Kareem, that's 4. Russell, that's 5. Would I take David over Scottie? No, I'm taking Scottie over David. Would I take Alonzo over Scottie? No, I'm taking Scottie over Alonzo. Would I take Ewing over Scottie? No, I'm taking Scottie over Ewing. So I got 5 centers that I'm taking over Scottie. I only had 3 small forwards, so that's 8 players. Point guards over him, I'm taking Magic. Would I take Isaiah over Pippen? Yeah, that's 2. I take Isaiah over Pippen. As a matter of fact, I can just pull my pyramid up. What did I have Scottie at? Did I have Scottie in the top 30 on my pyramid? That'll tell me where I take Scottie at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I got Scottie Pippen at number 24 behind Wade. But it's very possible that I would take Scottie over Wade. I might even take Scottie over Barkley. Yeah, I think I could move Pippen. Yeah, so he's going top 30. And he's going first round. So Kenyon Martin's right.
No.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't.
You said Kobe was a glorified second option?
But he turned into a number 1 option. So Pippen never turned into a number 1 option.
So number 1 option in 94.
First year without MJ averaged 22, 9, and 6. Finished third in MVP
22,
voting.
9, and 6, bro.
Third in MVP voting, 4th in defense.
Third in MVP voting.
He's a glorified.
Next year was 21.
First pick as the second option.
21, 8, and 5. He also averaged 3 steals a game, led the league. Averaged 3 steals the previous season as well.
Those are great numbers. Those are great numbers during that time.
3 steals?
3 steals is wild though, and he did that 2 years in a row. 3 steals. That's phenomenal. 3 steals. That's real stuff right there. So,
damn.
You had to line up who gonna get picked in front of him.
I think
who's gonna get picked in front of him in history?
I'm looking at attributes.
Yes, because Brandon picked Scottie Pippen, bro.
Who?
Brandon in our draft. You did?
I'm talking about
he picked Scottie. I thought it was Brandon. He picked him.
You have the first pick. There's 30 teams. You have the first pick in the draft. So that means you got to think about every superstar first.
You got one player to pick.
You got one star. So that means all the 10 fucking centers, all the shooting guards ever, the power forward.
Scotty's going.
Right?
Scotty's going.
Wasn't Scotty top 50?
But
all time. Was Scotty a top 50 player all time when they did the top 50? Is he top 75?
Yes.
I'm looking at like just him.
Don't get picked.
If you line him up, right, how they do, you line him up, height, arm length.
You talking about like a combine.
Skill set, dribbling, shooting, defense. Scotty's getting picked, bro.
And you saying by you saying by attributes.
Absolutely.
You're not talking about accolades.
I'm talking about just period.
Yes.
Your first player is your franchise player.
He might be 30.
Your first player is your franchise player.
You remember the criteria we're using. The criteria is not.
That one player is who you're building your team around.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does everything.
It's people that built around David Robinson. David Robinson was just a 7-foot Scottie Pippen. But Scottie Pippen was a little bit more skilled than David Robinson. People built around him. People built around Patrick Ewing. Pippen. And you know what's crazy about this is one day Gilbert Arenas will be trying to make an argument for LeBron being the GOAT. And he would use Scottie Pippen and how good he was as a way to knock Michael Jordan, saying like he played with super teams and he had Pippen and all this stuff. 1 minute you're saying Pippen is super great and Steve Kerr is super great and Kukoc was this Hall of Famer and Ron Harper. He was the Jordan clone, and they overinflate all of these guys that played with Michael Jordan to make it seem like he had so much help. And then make it seem like LeBron had no help and say, oh, Bosh was trash. Wade was old, didn't have no knees. Kyrie Irving never won anything without LeBron. So that means he's not good. Kevin Love's trash. AD is injury. Like all of this stuff they would say about his players to make it seem like LeBron had no help. They do the total opposite for Michael Jordan to say Scottie Pippen is just as good as everybody that you could think of in the top 10, top 15 to make it seem like Michael Jordan had super help to kind of even the playing fields. But now when someone says Scottie Pippen is on the level of LeBron, if not better, now we got to degrade him. Notice everything around LeBron. If you're comparing a player to LeBron, they degrade him. And to make LeBron look good, his teammates get degraded. Now they're degraded. Now Gilbert Arenas is degrading Scottie Pippen, all because we made a comparison to LeBron James. But when you flip-flop the conversation and you say who had the most help, Scottie Pippen go be Superman again.
Attribute standpoint.
Gil, he does everything. He's a better defender than LeBron James. Absolutely. He does everything.
So you're going to draft him over LeBron?
Did I say that?
I'm just asking.
Bro.
I just said the motherfucker will go 30, but he still could go. You missed that point.
Are you picking him over? Are you picking him over Kawhi Leonard?
Yes.
As your star player?
Yes.
Okay. Are you picking him over...
So I just gave you
Dwayne Wade.
Yes.
Okay, you picking him over KD?
It's a question.
Okay. You picking him over Harden?
It's a question.
No.
Yes.
This is a start.
I'm picking him over James Harden. He does more,
right?
Remember, he's talking about attributes, not career, not highlights, not accolades. Scottie Pippen automatically gets picked because the niggas don't play defense.
You talking about accolades or attributes?
Your attributes.
I'm picking him over guys that you are naming. I'm picking Scottie Pippen over those guys. Absolutely. No question about it.
As your first pick.
Absolutely. Over James Harden? Absolutely.
Heck yeah, over James Harden.
We're talking attributes.
Absolutely. My first pick of totality of his game, what he does to affect winning and losing.
Yes, Scottie Pippen, for sure. 4 plus minus. Plus minus all day. He gonna have a plus 43.
Pass the ball. He gonna guard the best guy on the other end.
And he gonna never come out. He ain't gonna say I'm tired. He ain't gonna do none of that.
Multiple positions.
How many times did Scottie Pippen get hurt?
Yo,
was he durable as fuck?
Yeah, and you can play him in multiple positions. Some other guys, they can only play one position.
Absolutely. And he can guard
multiple positions.
1 through 4.
So that's yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You asked me. Absolutely.
This is a conversation because we talk about attributes.
Kawhi. I'm a big Kawhi fan, James. But Scottie, attributes and what he's gonna do to affect
the win.
What we trying to do here, win.
Facts.
Oh, fuck
it's a conversation.
Ain't even a question.
for sure.
Ain't even a question.
And he gonna buy into it.
They're making a good point, and I got it kind of similar. I did my pyramid, and that's the top 30 right there, and Pippen is in it. So yeah, I think Pippen go first round of a draft of all time players. I think Pippen go first round. So they made a good point, and they started naming all these guys. They named Kawhi and Harden and all of this. There's no way you would take Harden over Scottie Pippen. Like there's literally no way, right? You got to be dumb, deaf, or blind to even think that. But I got a call on the line. Funky Town, what's up, man? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's anybody thinking about taking Harden or pretty much any of those people they were naming, other than KD, over him is crazy.
Yeah,
that's just stupid talk. But see, the biggest problem for Pippen is he's kind of undefinable. You know what I'm saying? He does so many things that other people don't do, and he does them extremely well. Like that, he's like the glue guy. Or he's the cement guy. Better way of saying it. You're building something. You think about how all those bricks look real good, but that cement's the one doing a lot of that work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why he is, to me, like he was my favorite player back then, because you saw what he did. He did a lot of yeoman stuff, right? He did, like you said, he's going to take on the best player on the other side. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. He can run the offense, okay, but he's got limitations. That's where he never had the pressure put on him to, like, when the reason Phil didn't let him take that shot and he gave it to Kukoc was that Kukoc or he had given him another try in the regular season and he blew it. And so then he gave it to Kukoc. That's what he got upset about. Because he's saying this is
Kukoc hit one earlier that season. He hit one earlier.
Kukoc hit it, but I'm telling you that he gave it to Pippen. There was a couple of them and he missed them. And that was in the thinking and everything like that. And he got bent out of shape and everything like that. He got his feelings hurt. That's really his problem, is he's in his feelings. He it's kind of touched on in the Last Dance. There's a lot of stuff that was happening that in his life coming up, where it's kind of like woe is me kind of stuff.
Yeah. Which
is great that he overcame it. But I think he's held on to that stuff for so long and has him looking crazy right now, because now all this stuff is coming out and he keeps saying things that sound a little strange. And the thing with him and Mike, the thing that really tore it with him and Mike is when Mike found out that he didn't send condolences when his father passed away. Like that, I think that was the actual. That's, you want to bottom line it. That's where it all really stops. But Scottie seemed to be holding on to some belief that he was owed a lot more accolades, which I can agree with to a point. But let's not get to don't get to the situation where you're thinking he was equal to Mike. Like that's not even Mike was the one who lifted him up.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even the top. He wasn't the top scoring rookie on the Bulls when he came in. But everybody wants to talk about Pippen. Yeah, Pippen did great. He is a GOAT number 2, or teammate, or whatever you want to call it. He is that guy. And unfortunately, he's not. He, like you said, he played with the GOAT. Like you played with the greatest to ever do it, right? Yeah. And that's his curse and his thing. But when he went to Houston and he went to Portland, Mike tried to tell him, Barkley ain't the same. You're gonna find out about what work ethic looks like and what happens out there in the cold. It gets cold when you get out there, right? So again, Mike built that culture in Chicago. That was getting built, and Scottie was the best example of it. That culture getting built. But don't get it twisted. I think he's a phenomenal player, but he sounds crazy because he's like you said, he's going all over the place with it. He's saying,
yeah, but I can read through his. I mean, I can too. Yeah, I can read. I get it.
Read through it.
I get it.
No, I just again, I think it's sad the whole way this thing is going out. But even Scottie, he's got some revisionist stuff, but I do agree with what he said about Isaiah. Isaiah, obviously, I mean, that's where Stockton shouldn't have been there. If we're gonna just be straight up in '92.
Yeah, but
they had a college.
But when we're talking about building a team, though, when we're talking about building a team, who, not who the best player is, but as far as building a team, who's a better fit for what they was trying to do, and it might have been Stockton.
No, again, no, not that. That it wasn't Isaiah. Not that it was Stockton. That it wasn't Isaiah, because again, he had issues with Mike and Scottie. He had issues with Bird. He had issues with Malone. There's a lot of people. As a matter of fact, even the Barkley, he kind of stayed quiet about it. There's a lot of people had issues with him.
Right.
So it wasn't just Mike.
Right.
Mike just said you're gonna have to make a choice.
Yeah,
which we already know what that means. Like, it's me or him.
And the way everybody denying it, like Barkley, Jordan, Pippen, and Magic, is almost like that movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer, where they all hit that dude, and they all vowed to secrecy. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, we all in this together, man. Because they all probably was like, nah, we don't want this. We don't want them on there, man. You know what I mean?
Who put the black stone in the voting thing? And they all hide in their hands.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, but again, you think about it though. Like you said, USA Basketball and his head coach, the guy he won 2 championships with, like literally 2 years prior, he didn't go to bat for his guy. So I mean, it is what
he had no leg to stand on though.
History. Well, but see, here's the thing with Isaiah. There's a lot of stuff that he said and did at some untimely times.
Correct.
And again, what he did to Magic, a lot of people don't remember this. Here's the thing with Magic, when the whole HIV thing came out in November of '91, they had a lot of people. Malone, even he came out, said some stuff. That was a bridge that had to get rebuilt, because Malone had some stuff about playing with somebody. What happens if this happens or whatever? I don't know if you even know anything about that, but see, Isaiah was his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was his boy.
Yeah.
And the way he came out, he went straight Judas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so again, it was a different time. There was a lot of fear involved, and I could almost give you a pass, but that's supposed to be your brother right there,
right? And
you did him like that.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't even mention Magic. Magic was the Magic situation was even bigger,
right?
And that was what they were trying to do when they brought Magic, because it was really supposed to be a farewell to Magic and Bird. It's really what it was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
That's it, because like you said, Bird shouldn't have, for his physical situation, he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Dominique should have been there.
Yeah.
But again, all I say is, they had their narrative they wanted to do. Jordan really didn't want to play, to be straight up about it. Yeah, he was trying to relax.
Yeah,
2 championships in a row.
He wanted to play.
He was trying to chill. Exactly. But again, when it came, that's why, if you ever go back and look at it, again, the best player was Barkley for the Dream Team.
Mm.
Because Mike was kind of like, I'm gonna get in, do what I need to do, and I'm going back to the bench. When it was something important, like when they went against Croatia, him and Pippen just destroyed Kukoc.
Yeah,
and that was kind of his thing.
Yeah.
If he had a personal grudge or something. But no, you're having a great show, brother man. Everybody hit that like button, and I'll take whatever else on the other side, brother.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man. Thanks.
You got it.
Yeah. All right, let's get one more call, y'all. One more quick call. The phone line is open. Number is on the screen. And whatever topic, the Scottie Pippen interview with Patrick Bet-David, or the Gills Arena conversation about if Scottie Pippen hypothetically would be taking number one, or not number one, but in the first round, which is the top 30, if we was doing an all-time draft. I think yes. I would take Scottie Pippen as a number one for my squad if it got late down into the first round. Caller from Georgia, what's good?
Hey, it's Yellow Cake on the chat.
What's good? How you doing?
I'm good. Look, Pippen is my second favorite player of all time.
Okay.
And I don't understand why the second option gets so much hate or just don't get its due credit. Mike did not win without Pippen, and that's not to take slack on the GOAT or Black Jesus or whatever you want to call him today. But I'm just saying, without Pippen taking all that heat, playing defense in and out, getting his points as well, Mike wouldn't be who he is.
Mike will still be who he is, but I get what you're saying. He probably wouldn't have that same success. And Mike has admitted that. He said, "Man, I couldn't do this without Pip, man." Like,
so without that same success, would he be who he
is? As far as his status and as far as where we rank him, probably not. I mean, who knows? Probably not. But the player he became, the player he became. That's his work. That's the work that he went and put in on that. That's how he, he did that on his own. So yeah, he would still be that player, but would he have the same GOAT status? Who knows? Probably not.
Okay, that was the only thing. I was a power forward back in the day, and I love playing defense, and I also like getting buckets as well. And I just hate that nobody respects the defense side of the game anymore.
I do. How long you been watching this show?
Oh man, about a year now.
For real? And this your first time calling?
Yes, this is the first time I actually got through.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, sure. I'm glad you got through. I didn't know this. You've been watching for but so you already know I respect defense.
Of course, so I tuned in because I like that Kobe behind you, and I'm gonna give you my top 10. And I'm gonna jump back in the chat, and I just want to tell you what you think. Okay?
All right, bet.
Kobe,
number
Dr.
one.
J,
number one.
Kobe, number one.
Okay.
And I know that's gonna be a little emotional. Just let me have it.
Okay.
But Kobe, Dr. J, Magic, Mike, Pippen, Wilt, Duncan, Drew Holiday, Leonard, and Jimmy Butler.
I like the beginning of your top 10. Hold on. So we go. Look. I got time. Hold on. I love Kobe at number one. I love it. Even though I disagree, I think it's Mike, but I love Kobe at number one. I love being at number one, man. I mean, if you watch somebody play, man, if it wasn't for Mike, Bing would be the best player I ever seen play, man. He's the second best player I ever seen play. So anywhere, when you got Kobe high, you already won my heart, right? So Kobe at number one. Okay, cool. We got it. Dr. J, I love it because everybody forget about Dr. J. Everybody forget about Dr. J. I love it at number two. I didn't hear you say Kareem though. So you went Kobe, you went Dr. J, and I did. Who was your third?
This is when I'm going to disagree with you because I hear you a lot give Kareem.
Yeah.
And I give Wilt because of all his accomplishments.
Yeah.
I don't like to give big men that can just shoot over everybody too much credit.
Okay.
I just don't. Like, you're bigger than everybody.
Yeah. Now let's get to the bottom of that list. Drew Holiday. Did you say Jimmy Butler too?
Yes. You're not taking Drew Holiday out of the top 10. We're not doing this, guy. We're not going to take Drew Holiday out of the top 10.
Okay, we'll leave him in for the night. Drew Holiday. All right, so tell me why Drew Holiday gets so much love.
I like the way he can play on any given night. He can be the best defensive player on the floor, and he can be your second option scorer. And I will never give him your first option. Okay. But if you fed him the ball as much as you fed it to your second option, yeah.
So all right. So I'm gonna name some point guards, and I want you to tell me which one you taking.
Okay, Magic.
Drew Holiday or Dame Lillard?
Drew Holiday.
Okay. Drew Holiday or De'Aaron Fox?
Drew Holiday.
Okay. Drew Holiday or Steph Curry?
Drew Holiday.
Okay. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. Drew Holiday or Magic?
Magic.
Okay. Magic or Penny Hardaway?
Magic. Sorry. I love you, Penny. Magic. Sorry. No. Magic.
All right. Last one. Magic or J Kidd?
Magic. No.
Okay. All right, bet. All right, there you go. Magic or Isaiah?
Magic. He won on every level. Sorry.
Okay. All right, bet. I like it. I love it. Call back more often.
All right. All right. Good night.
All right, thank you. I like that call. Sports T. Shout out to Sports T, y'all. I think Sports T is going live tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sports T, but so as soon as I finish, you're probably going to hear from Sports T. So if y'all not subscribed to Sports T, she's the female version of Man Down Sports, right? You know, so she is legit, man. So if you're not subscribed to Sports T, go over there and hit the subscribe button. And if she goes live tonight, y'all go get a treat. If not, then I'm pretty sure y'all see her tomorrow night. But she said nice list. Greg Anderson, what's up? You the last call on this topic. What's good?
Man, what's good, man? Hey, look, man. I want to show love to that last caller, but that top 10 list got me triggered. Bro, Drew Holiday, he's not even the best holiday on the calendar. I take President's Day, I take Martin Luther King, I take Pulaski Day. He's not even the best holiday. And Jimmy Butler is not even the best Butler, bro. I'll take dudes from Fresh Prince. What's his name? Jeffrey? He a better Butler. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. She got me triggered with that one, bro. I'm sorry. All right, but look. Hey, but look, man. First of all, man, I was waiting on you to I was waiting on your commentary to talk about Scottie, man. But look, we have to keep in mind that Michael Jordan's son was slipping. Yeah, he was slipping. He's slipping Larsa. So, you know,
and I got intel on that, man. I heard they were doing it twice a day, every day. But go ahead.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Oh man, he keeping her young. He probably. Oh man. And then you know, man, Scottie got kids. That's like maybe like 10 years younger than Marcus or whatever. So he walking around like, you know, like when they was little, they used to probably call him Uncle Marcus because you know they used to hang around with each other. Yeah, man, come on, man. That is kind of traumatizing. But Scottie didn't go full out hater. But he did shit on the entire Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like anybody could get it. But I didn't want nothing, man. I just want to call with that last caller. That triggered me. I'm in here trying to, you know what I'm saying, moderate and all of that. But that Drew Holiday, I said, man, come on, man. All right, man. Peace and love, man. I'm back in the chat.
All right, man. Thanks.